And we are live. Great. So today the plan is to look into upgrading ViewPagerIndicator to use AndroidX. So this is this ViewPagerIndicator library is a port of Android ViewPagerIndicator. There's a link to the original repository somewhere. Not here, but if you go to GitHub and find Jake Warthon, he has this original ViewPagerIndicator library. This is what it's based on. So it's basically a direct port of the Java written in here in this library to C# running on Xamarin Android, of course. And when was it? Yesterday, and there was a person here asking for whether I have any plans on migrating it to AndroidX, and I thought it was a good topic for this stream. So yeah, that's what I'm going to look into today. So I have already cloned the library. So I will create a new branch called feature AndroidX, and we will work on that one. So let's get into it. Open project or solution and view page indicator. Give me a sec to move this window so you can see it. Alrighty. So maybe the first thing we should do is just try start the project and see what it actually contains of. So we can have an idea of what it actually is, and then we can take it from there. And I don't know, some of you might think, hey, this looks old, and is there any alternatives to this view page indicator? And yes, if you look at the material design components that Google provides for Android, it already contains some of these things. So if you're looking to do some tab structure stuff, it already contains support for that, both for like tabs in the top, but also tabs for showing at the bottom of the screen. So before you maybe start using this library, maybe look into whether the already supported stuff from Google fits your needs, but otherwise you may be interested in what this library provides. So let's take a look. So here's the sample running. Right, so there's a couple of different things that it does. So let's just show some of the samples. So maybe you can notice on the bottom of the screen here, there's these circles. It's a little bit hard to see because they're all white, but let's take one of the style ones. So yeah, the styling support in here. But basically it's like indication of which page you're on, and there's like handlers for going from page to page, and basically it just indicates which page you're on in the view pager. So view page that from that view pager indicator, right? So yeah, there's some different features where the animation snaps between the circles, and You can provide your own styles for this and some behaviors. So yeah, the circles, you can provide icons if you want that kind of stuff. Oops. What else? There's lines. Let's take a styled one. It's also very light. Right, this is a little better. So yeah, lines, tabs. So this is something you might want to grab from the material design library, but for the sake of it, we will keep this in. But yeah, these are all also stylable, so you can style how the underline should look, the fonts, the separators. You can add icons to them. So highly customizable. So that was tabs, titles. I think it's similar. I think it might have white font here as well. I think initially. Interesting. Let's take one of the styled ones. Something up with the styles here, I think. Which is interesting. So we might need to look into fixing that as well. With listener, no. Yeah, but you get the gist of it. Right, titles, underlines. Right, so this is the underline here. It's pretty cool effect, and then it fades out. So that's pretty cool. With some styling. This is now red and the background is slightly gray, which is pretty cool. More styling here. Right, so the plan is to get this working with AndroidX components, maybe take a look at some of these samples and check out why some of the texts are not visible. But yeah, first thing first, migrate to AndroidX. Or Android Jetpack if you want. So let's take a look at that. I think Xamarin provides some AndroidX migration tools. So maybe we should look into using some of those. So I think right. So I think there's these packages we can install. So AndroidX, if we search for that, I think there's this migration package that we can add, and then it will start complaining about every type and everything that needs to be bumped to AndroidX. So this will help us with the transition between Android support packages and AndroidX. So we added the migration package to your Xamarin Android application project and any Android library projects. We just did that. And we, for now, keep the Android support packages. And then if we build, in the output, it will actually suggest things that we should do to migrate to AndroidX. So already here, first things first, could not find 27 AndroidX assemblies. Make sure to install the following NuGet packages. So we need to install AndroidX Lifecycle Data, AndroidX Legacy Support Core UI, and AndroidX Fragment. So let's grab those and add to here. Oops. Yeah, I'm used to using Mac OS, so wrong shortcut for copying. Right. Okay. And for the next line as well. Okay, so we added these three. Let's just add them to the sample as well. And see what it says. Reload. Built. Let's see what happens. Build succeeded. Okay. I didn't really expect that. So what now? What does the README suggest? The migration package contains a validation step which helps you ensure to have references to all of AndroidX NuGet packages. Yeah. You will see a build error generated telling you which packages you're missing and which you need to add. So now we need to go through all the source code and layout files and program configurations, manifest files to use all the new APIs. Okay. So all of that stuff we need to do manually, but that's fine. So we'll go through one by one after this short break to take a sip of this lovely water. Okay. Right. So let's go through. How about we search for support? No. Okay. Okay, let's just go through the code one by one. So nothing in here depending on anything. So okay. I'm not sure why. Let's just see this. File types. Okay. Let's include CS. All right. So we have 81 references to something from support packages. The same. Okay, so it's fragments, fragment manager, and some views and types from support. So it's not too bad. So it should be pretty smooth migrating to the AndroidX stuff. I already know that I will need an additional package because we need to use ViewPager from the AndroidX packages. So AndroidX ViewPager. So let's just add that immediately. Install. Cool. All right. Not sure why it's complaining about these, but I guess that is fine. Okay, so let's just remove this stuff. Figure out which types we need to import here. So ViewPager down here. The page change listener. So now it's a ViewPager from this namespace, but it's complaining about this listener. Because this interface uses the wrong namespace. So if we fix that one, okay. Then it should be happy in here. So far, so good. Next class, title page indicator. Same thing, remove any support reference in here. Cool, that was good. And then ViewPager from also AndroidX namespace. Then everything is good in here, except for all these attributes complaining. Not sure what's going on there. We'll address that later. Tab page indicator. So also the same procedure here. Change the namespace. See that everything is okay. Attribute, and then another attribute it's complaining about here. So that's fine. And again, ViewPager from AndroidX, context compat from AndroidX core, and then everything is happy except for the attributes once again. This one doesn't have any support stuff. This one has, though. So ViewPager again from AndroidX. And I guess this one is fine. Circle page indicator. Same here again. AndroidX ViewPager. Context compat. And it's happy about that as well. I think that was it for the library. So we edit the project file and now remove the migration stuff. I'm pretty sure we don't really need this live data stuff, just the fragment and ViewPager. Build it. So context compat in underline page. Did I guess I didn't fix that one. Let's try build again. Build succeeded. That was fairly painless. No warnings or anything. Okay. So let's just check these attributes. They don't contain any references to anything Android support specific. Neither do these. Okay, so that was fairly easy. Now we just need to do something similar to the sample here. Ambiguity. Not sure what's going on, but I guess it's because, yeah. Okay, let's just address all the things in here in the samples as well. So fragment pager adapter. That one is fine. So now it's complaining about, okay, so test fragment. We need to use AndroidX fragment. Cool. Now it should be happy in here, which it is. Fragment manager is obsolete. Okay, fine. Let's go through the samples here. List activity. Okay. Fragment activity. Yeah. I guess activity compat is the appropriate class here. So let's use that one. Oops. Like this. And AndroidX ViewPager, and then we need to use menu inflator compat. I think. Which is what? Fragment. App. No, so it's an Appcompat or core. Yeah. I guess that one hasn't been added. Mm-hmm. So menu inflator compat. Let me just check. Support menu inflator. I already had searched for something like this before. Okay, so this is the code. So, okay, support menu inflator, which lives in AndroidX Appcompat view. Support menu inflator. And I guess I have to create a new one of these. This. What? Why is activity compat not text compat? Okay. Must be some documentation for this. Check it out. I'm not sure why it's complaining about all of this stuff. So maybe activity compat is not what I'm looking for. Because it doesn't contain any of these methods either. So it's probably Appcompat activity. Wow. And now it's happy. Great. Next one. Activity item. Nothing exciting in here. It's all these. So let's maybe just find and replace this with this. Okay, replace all. Still running. All right, so replace 28 occurrences, which is cool. All right. Save all of them and build. Down to 82 errors. So now it's complaining about all those attributes, which is interesting. They shouldn't be duplicated, so I guess we try to clean and rebuild. Now it's 85 errors instead of 82. Okay. But that's fine because now we have these 3 issues that I didn't see. So, right. So we need fragment from AndroidX, fragment, app fragment. And the same with the fragment manager. Now it should be happier. And the same here. And I guess in the last case as well. Yep. Now it runs. Hopefully. Ooh, deploying. Cool. Let's see. Alrighty. Right. You need to use an theme Appcompat thing or send to use this activity. Okay, so we still have some things to fix, but we are progressing now. Okay. Let's see what we use in here. We have some styling stuff. It's just Android theme holo. Okay. I'm not sure about the holo stuff, but in any case, the sample styles need to so let's figure out how to declare that correctly. Appcompat theme Android. Appcompat, blah blah blah. Right. All right. So we grab this theme Appcompat light. And then it doesn't come from Android, it will come from style. Because it will come from the Appcompat library. Yeah, I think we need to do that here as well. API 11. It's old stuff. Let's try it out. So still complaining about you need to use an Appcompat theme or descendant with this activity. So maybe did we have anything here? VP styles, Android theme holo. So it might be this. So maybe we don't need to define, so parent, just parent directly like this. Add a dialog theme to guys Appcompat. Yeah. Maybe it's just called theme Appcompat. Do we have more examples? Material component slide. Theme Appcompat. Okay. So maybe we just update everything to use that one. Theme Appcompat. I guess the default one is the light version. And here as well. Do you have any widget text appearance? Android theme. This one needs to be style theme Appcompat as well, I guess. It's just defaults, attributes. Let's try that. Okay, so it complained. Clean. Rebuild. Okay, so it became very mad now. Simple. There. Theme Appcompat not found. So what do we? I guess we need to add the Appcompat library here. Let's try that and see if it will be any happier. This one. I don't understand why why it differs between the styling of these package references when you add it through the NuGet package manager and when you do it manually. Why does it expand it to like a nested instead of a nested version inside of the? Yeah, okay, never mind. Just me rambling. Okay, still no Appcompat found. Let's just try rebuild this one. Pending edit. Okay, reload it then. Okay. Directory is not empty. Okay, clean rebuild, please. Now it's happy. Okay. And then if we rebuild the sample, now it's complaining about the styles not being found, tab page indicator, and it's mainly tab page indicator. It's a widget. Let's just try clean it again. Rebuild. No, there was no problem. I don't know. Yeah, amazing. If your build fails, just randomly clean and rebuild your project until it works. Yeah. Okay. That is amazing. So let me just double check some things. So we have some layouts here. We're still using the old view pager. So we need to find all these. And replace with view pager. Actually, not view pager 2, but AndroidX view pager. Okay. Right, we need to add XML. And it replaced 11 occurrences. Close all tabs. Directional view pager. Interesting. I guess simple circles vertical. Check these. Oh no. Don't care. Let's build, run, see if it still works. Cool. Next one. Next thing, yeah. So we need to remove the migration packages now that we have migrated and see if it still works. So, and also all the support stuff here. So, migration, bye-bye, view pager, support fragment, bye-bye. Pretty sure we don't need any of this either. I don't use live data or that stuff. So we use fragments, Appcompat, and ViewPager, which comes indirectly from library, I guess. Let's see. So reload. Just super careful, clean everything. Rebuild. See what happens. Ooh, new follower. Helix01 is now following. Cool. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for watching. It's always nice with new followers. All right, let's see if it now runs, still runs after we've removed the migration packages. Hopefully just works. Let's see. So far, so good. And if we go to one of the pages with a view pager, still works. There's something with the highlighted one still here. Let's look into that. Oh, Appcompat theme stuff again. So base sample activity. Let's look into this simple titles resource. Oops, that was theme titles. Simple titles. So this looks okay. But then why is it complaining about the theme though? And it's also still complaining about all of this, but apparently it does run. Interesting. So the error was we need to use an Appcompat theme. Or descendant this activity. Oh, Stephen, thank you for following. Another follower. And take a look at that nice little mouse up there. Eating the cheese. Tom and Jerry, best cartoon ever. Yeah, so okay, Appcompat theme. So let's take a look at the styles again and see if we've missed anything in there. So there wouldn't be anything in colors, drawable, so it's all in here. So these are just styleables. There's nothing theme specific in here. Then we have some colors. More colors and default values. And then we have the style here. Parent here is fine. Widget should be fine, I guess. Appcompat again here. So it must be in the sample somewhere. We've missed something maybe. So if we look at the styles in here, Appcompat, no, and here, did we apply a theme here? Nothing here. Nothing here either. Test fragment, no theme adapter, no theming stuff here either. So what was it? Titles. And I guess it was just the default one. Question. Okay. Hey, I have a question. Have you ever thought about programming apps for Android in Java Kotlin? Do you think Xamarin is better? wouldn't necessarily say it's better. It's just different. There's pros and cons about writing apps with Java or Kotlin versus Xamarin, like on both sides. So let's say you already have a bunch of C# developers or something like that. Then of course it would be a much smoother transition to just get these C# developers productive super quick using Xamarin. And vice versa. If you already know Java or Kotlin, just continue doing that. But it is easy enough for someone who has been writing Xamarin Android native applications to transition into Java or Kotlin and vice versa. In my team, we have, I don't know, 3 or 4 people that did native Android with Java and Kotlin before, and they're now writing Xamarin instead. I guess what you get by writing apps with Xamarin is this portability between platforms. And that's only very recent. It's only very recent that Kotlin got any of this kind of support. So yeah, there's pros and cons for both. I wouldn't necessarily say that one is better than the other. It's highly dependent on your use case and what kind of background you have, and what you actually want to write. Maybe you already have, like, I don't know, in some cases maybe you already have a big code base which is a certain language. Then it might be interesting to reuse some of that code without having to either wrap it in some kind of library, like a binding library for Xamarin, so you can use, I don't know, C or Java or whatever in your Xamarin app, but just use the code directly in your app. So yeah, pros and cons for both approaches. I guess you have to evaluate for yourself whether one of or the other is better for you. But I certainly recommend trying out Xamarin. Back when I started writing Xamarin apps, it's almost 9 years, I think. It's very unstable and crashing all the time randomly and stuff like that. But now it's very stable and very production ready. So I think the ecosystem is for Xamarin is pretty stable, and if there's anything, they are often very quick about fixing any issues. So yeah, try it out if you want. I don't want to give you any recommendations or like definite answers on this. Like, it's very fluid. Try both out, see for yourself which one is better for your use case. Yeah. That's my answer. So yeah, try it out. And once again, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the questions. Right, back to this little issue we have here. So right, so it said that I should use theme Appcompat. Okay, so let's just check one thing. We have this manifest. Maybe something was defined here. Nope. So okay, so how does it know which theme to use when we start an activity? I guess it doesn't know that. So maybe we should try to apply a theme. Styled indicators. Okay. Compatibility with Android and iOS is great. That's true. That's one thing which I would say I hate about developing mobile apps, because you have to know 2 languages for these 2 platforms. Yeah, so yeah, with Xamarin you still have to know the platform, so it will be very similar to what you write in Swift or Objective-C, and the same for Android with Java and Kotlin. So all these life cycle things, views, and so on and so forth will be very much the same as when you write native. The biggest difference is just the language is just the same with Xamarin. It's C# for both platforms. And then you also have frameworks like Xamarin Forms, Uno, Avalonia. There's probably others that I forget, but these also like put on an abstraction layer on top, so you don't really have to think that much about the individual platforms, and just write UI hopefully once, and then it runs everywhere. In some cases it's native UI, in some cases it might be, oh, I think all of them are actually native UI that they produce. Blazor, mobile Blazor, I don't know about that one, but yeah. So yeah, try it out. Yeah, okay, light theme. So okay, let's just try to apply this theme to our failing activity here. Style, light theme. Yes, please. So it was sample titles default. Let's see what it says. Then we just might need to add something to the manifest. So default to this theme. Titles default. Okay, now it's happy. Interesting. So some of them, samples triangle, yeah, other one. Okay, so if we only applied it here, right? So if we remove this, to the manifest, and then Android theme. Will that work? Let's see. Okay, it changed appearance though, so something happened, which I guess is fine. So triangle failed before, now it's fine. Okay, cool, much better. Now maybe to fix these, I guess it's because it highlights them with a dark font. So, right, and you need to see the emulator. Sorry, I was looking at it off screen. So yeah, appearance of the app kind of changed because we changed the theme. But so it went from this white background to this darker gray thing. But now, oops, sorry. Yeah, now everything seems to work. But we still have that issue of some of the titles not being very visible. So I guess in this case it makes it the same color as the background for some reason. So let's take a look at what is going on with that. So it might be something as simple as just looking into the styles here. So if we just grab one of these samples here, so do all of them have issues? So tabs are fine, and styled, slightly dark, but that's fine. It just text color, so it must be that one. It looks like that. So if we make that white and run it again, let's see what it says. Oh, let's see how it looks. It was tabs, styled. A little bit better, right? Cool. That one is fixed. Let's check one of the custom circle page indicators. Let's check this Iconos one first. So this one is good as well. Cool. And a default one is good as well. So tabs are fine. Titles. Titles one is broken, so let's look into the style for that. So let's look into the okay. So custom title page indicator, right? And if we go to the so this is this one with the maroon color, right? And photo color is the lighter one. Line height. Text color is black, but selected color is also black, but seems like it actually doesn't show. Huh. Interesting. Let's just do we have this tool here available? Okay, Android Studio. Let's just dump the view here key and inspect what's going on. So this is Android Studio. And then if we go to tools, once it has loaded, yes. Okay, it's not finished loading. Layout inspector. Hello. Where is it? Okay, here. Sorry. Select process, sample. Okay. So zoom a little bit. Can we? Yes, it's hiding behind this one. Okay. So it claims it is there, but we don't see it. What? Okay. What the heck is going on? Interesting. Okay, let's dig into the code then. Title page indicator. Oops. Title page indicator. Let's see if I can remember any of this. So, color text, color selected. Title. Okay. So, maybe some of this stuff is going wrong. So, let's put in a breakpoint. Check what these things become. So, style theme. Okay, so default title indicator text color. Is there any title color here? Footer color it found. Color text. So it has alpha 170 and then I guess it's black, which is similar to what we had in the theme here. AA, then black. So this is the one. Okay. So it gets that one. But then let's see what's going on when it's painting it. Let's see what's going on in here. Now draw views. Text alpha. Fade out in unselected text. The selected text fades in out. Minus an 86. Can't we just grab the A component here? Same down here. I don't need to do this shifting. I guess that's the issue. 255. Do any more shifting? Let's just search for this. Okay. I run it with the fix here. So let's see. Not sure if that's correct, that shifting. It might have changed because it's a compat color or something, I don't know. Yeah, okay. So now it seems to work. And if you notice, there's this slight alpha change. Goes from like super black to a little less black. That's cool. Okay, so I guess that was it. So if we go to triangles, amazing. Bug fixed. Cool. Let's just go through all of these and see that they actually work. Circles, did they all work? Yeah. Nice. This works. Lines also works. Yep. Tabs, check that, I think. Yeah, that one works. Styled also works. With icons also works. Titles, we just went through all of them. And then underlines. Yep. No fade. Styled. Yep. Great. And I think we're done then. Okay. So let's just take a look at what it actually required for us to migrate to AndroidX. I think most of the changes were to simply change namespace from AndroidX support v4 view to AndroidX ViewPager widget. And then some changes for using Android support v4 content context compat, which is now in AndroidX core content. And that's the main changes. And yeah, so we had to change out the actual packages used from Android support ViewPager and add now 3 packages because a lot of that has been split out into separate packages. So Appcompat ViewPager and Fragment, cool. Yeah, and then we fixed this bug with the bit shifting here, which doesn't seem to work anymore. To get the alpha from the color. But otherwise, yeah, and then we had to apply the theme here, otherwise it wouldn't show anything and it was throwing errors. Then some changes in all the layouts from ViewPager from the AndroidX namespace. Theme changes to Appcompat theme stuff. And using fragments from AndroidX fragment app fragment. And that's basically it. Cool. So let's make a pull request and see if it builds on the CI server as well. Just have to revisit the pipeline here. So it's using Visual Studio 2019 and it just runs this cake build script, which is fine. We might want to update the tooling in here. If we want to update cake. Okay. It should build as is, so let's just commit and make a pull request. So let's keep this separate. So if we go to title page, fix bug with bit shift to get alpha component from color. And otherwise, migrate to AndroidX. Push. And let's see. So the repository lives here. You can always check it out and have a go with adding stuff to it yourself if you like to. But yeah, migrate to AndroidX. Let's just create this pull request. That's fine. Now, hopefully your build will kick off and hopefully it will be a green build. Cool. While we wait for that, we can maybe take a look at the release notes for the next version then. So new in 0.50, upgrade, no, migrate to Android X, fix bug in title page indicator where selected item would be transparent. We already added target framework 29, right? We open this. Yeah, mono Android 10. It's fine. I don't really think it's necessary, but yeah, it's fine. Does the sample? No. So let's try run it when it's targeting Android 10 as well. Error H result E fail has been returned from call to COM component. The tab has been closed. Nice. Whatever that means. Thanks. Amazing errors. Just so random. Thanks, Visual Studio. Right. build. Let's just check one more thing. So we change the compile target. Well, let's just bump the target Android version here as well. And give it a go again on the simulator. Points and seems to run as well. So great. Oops. Yep. Cool. Great. So now this is ready. Did the build finish here? Not yet. Let's just take a look. It failed. Let's take a look. Sample light theme not found. Interesting. Let's try to replicate that on my machine then. It doesn't really make sense to me. Clean. Let's just try to run the build script on the machine as well. PowerShell. cd git view page indicator. And in here, there will be a build ps1 file. So close VS and try to run that one. Hello. Okay. Let's see if it complains. Works on my machine. Yeah. I cannot explain why it doesn't work. Try again. Rerun. Did I forget to check something in? So I did actually change the target framework. So maybe let's just check this code in. Bump TFM target framework, not abbreviated. So target framework. Update release notes. Assembly info file is not important. Let's see it becomes happy about that. Maybe no, there was not any build issues. It was when it was actually running. There was some issues with using AndroidX stuff with a certain version of Xamarin Android, where you had to add some stuff to the manifest for it to actually run, because it didn't extract stuff correctly. But let's see, yeah, that didn't result in a build issue. So let's see if it still fails here. Let's build an engine version B89 CB. What did I run here? Oh, I closed PowerShell. PowerShell. Do I have it in my path? I think so. No, I misspelled. Okay. Let's run it again. Did it fail yet? No. Only restore it. It's fine. So B89 CB 5FDE. Same version of MS Build though. So okay, that's random. Built it again. Now there's all these issues. We just saw that it built just fine, and now it just randomly does not build. And now we see the same stuff here. And if we now open the project in Visual Studio and build, doesn't make any sense, but yeah. So what did it say? What it was? Say much here. Okay, so it just throws all of these errors. Maybe. So rebuild fine here. Okay. Just check some things because this is an old project, right? So let's try enable APT2. So APT is this Android asset, I think Android asset packaging system. Let's try that one. This one doesn't really matter. Code shrinker. Not really interested in that stuff. Debug. Yeah, it doesn't. Right. Do we need to do something similar for this one as well? Package. No. That's fine. MS Build SDK extras. Maybe we need to bump the MS Build SDK extras version as well. So this might be old. Just to ensure that everything is nice and recent. So it's defined here, 2054. Oh, that sounds pretty recent. MS Build SDK extras. Okay, that's a 212, so try that one. Might need to look into publishing symbols as well. Probably fix that as well before releasing. But yeah, jump in here, clean. And build. Build succeeded in Visual Studio, so let's try the same in PowerShell, which just failed just before. Hmm. Why doesn't it generate resources? Okay, so it did generate these DLLs, so let's just peek into them and see what's up with those. So file, but okay. Okay, so here we should have resources, and resource will also contain all those things, right? So it complained about not having a definition for stuff like simple tabs. It was so simple tabs was in resource layout. So let's take a look at layout, and simple tabs is not there, but simple tabs is in the sample project, so that's fine. So all these things that it complains about is actually within the sample project itself. Why is that failing? So let's take a look at these styleables. So underline is there, title page, so all of those are there. Line page indicator, plus some Appcompat stuff, but that's as expected. So here, where widget, tab page, icon page indicator. Yeah. Um, it's because it's like an old project type or something. Let's just take a look at the contents of it. Of the CS project file and see whether there's something strange going on in there. Uh, Anything maybe for the release? So let's copy this over, as we are building a debug in Visual Studio, so that's the difference here, I think. Really should just work, right? Then when Android C# targets, that's fine, I think. If I open, I just created, like last week, we created some samples here. Just check how that CS project file looks. We could grab most of this and just chuck it in just for shits and giggles. Yeah, let's grab this as well. Should be fine. And this too for debug. And we are in line with what a new project should be like, right? Reload. Clean. Built. Yeah, same targets. Built. Let's try to run it. So debug still seems to work, right? So, but if we switch it to release and clean, and build. Build succeeded. And if we deploy it, the default APIs don't have, okay. It builds, right? So release still builds. Does it build using the build script? Let's check that out. Hmm. This is messed up. What if we try? Do I have donut cake? I do. Doesn't change the fact. Okay. I think I'm on the verge of giving up for now, and I'll probably revisit this tomorrow off stream or something, just figure out why the build doesn't work. But at least in debug, it builds, and I might just end up just not building the sample in the CI. That could be the workaround. I'll just ensure, or just try to dig down into why it doesn't really build and doesn't find these resources. I think it must have something to do with the resource designer file in this project not being generated correctly. So yeah, let's just try open it here and just check what the heck. So sample bin. Oh, we just cleaned. Okay. Library, and then all the errors come before creating the package. Is the Can we try remove this concurrent build stuff? Try it again. Oops. Hmm. Interesting. I think for some reason it might have been kicking off the build for the sample before it is done building library stuff. No, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was kicking it off too early. I don't know. Let's try push this and see if it's fine. Fix build. Roslyn t-shirt. Let's see how this one goes. Doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. Must be it. Yeah. We fixed it, right? Let's close some tabs, clean up. Don't need this stuff anymore. Right. Give me a green build, please. Maybe also a little bit faster build, I don't know. These machines are a little bit slow. Then again, there's so many of them. The queue is so little. So yeah, it's expectable. Green build. Okay, so it was that. Let me explain what I changed. The last change I did here. So I removed this M flag, which is for running on multiple CPUs. So it determines, hey, how many cores does this machine have, and how many things can I run concurrently. MS Build does that for you. Apparently this breaks stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Bye. And now it seems to build fine. Cool. Green, green, green. So I think I will end it here. So off stream, I will ensure that this code will be released. So sometime tomorrow, there will be a new version of ViewPagerIndicator with it being migrated to AndroidX. And I will also look at some of the build stuff to ensure that all the stuff is up to date, and there's a bunch of stuff inside of the build cake script that needs to be updated. The latest version, it's called Azure Pipelines instead of TF build, and yeah, so on and so forth. So I will update all of that and release a new version of ViewPagerIndicator with AndroidX support. And then maybe next time, since we spend so much time looking into failing builds, we can take a look at maybe supporting ViewPager 2 and ViewPagerIndicator. So ViewPager 2 is this new thing in AndroidX. So instead of being based on a horizontal scroll view, I think, which ViewPager is based on, then ViewPager 2 is based on a Android recycler view instead. So yeah, you get the benefits from recycler recycler view. You can just use a recycler view adapter for your views in there, or you can use a fragment pager adapter, whatever you were using before with a normal view pager. But yeah, I would like to add some support for ViewPager 2 in there, although I'm not sure which way to go with this. So whether to duplicate all the classes to support ViewPager 2 or how that will work, but we will think about that in the next stream. But for now, we have at least support for the regular Android ViewPager coming from the AndroidX packages. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I will end it here. Thank you for joining my stream. As always, I will upload the archive to YouTube. There should be a link in the about box, yeah, to YouTube. So sometime soon it will make it into the archive. It will also be archived here on Twitch, so you can revisit the stream. Yeah, thank you for joining in, and see you next time. Bye-bye.